Mortgages are math, but homes are emotional. And knowing which side you're on will tell you exactly whether you should pay yours off.
Let's talk about good debt and bad debt. Mortgage debt is good debt. And the reason it's good debt is because it's deductible. A certain percentage of your mortgage, up to $750,000 of debt, is that interest deductible on your tax return. So if your interest rate is 5%, you're really paying the equivalent of maybe 3% because you're getting a tax deduction for that 5% of interest. If your mortgage rate is below 4%, or in some instances for people who refinanced or bought around the pandemic, less than 3%, that's great debt and you should not pay it off. You'd be hard pressed to try to beat that number in the market. In other words, you're going to earn much more, conservatively, you're going to earn much more in an outside investment than 3 or 4%. So why pay it off? Use that money, it's cheap money. If your rate is 7% or more, now that rates are down to 6%, a 1% swing is time to refinance your mortgage, because even with closing costs and everything, you're going to be saving so much more money by going from 7% even to 6%. If you're between 5 and 7%, then it's a little bit more of a gray area because you have to balance everything. You have to decide how much liquidity you need and whether paying off your mortgage is right, because then you have equity in your home, which is less accessible than cash or securities, and you may need something on the quick. Here's the flip side. If you currently have a 6% mortgage or even more and you pay down principal, every dollar of that principal is now the equivalent of earning 6% guaranteed on that money. That's the flip side. So if you feel like 6% is a good return, then that's all the more reason to pay down principal on your mortgage if that's your rate. Some people feel much better and sleep better at night debt-free, and some people would rather have the good debt, the mortgage, so that they can put their capital to use elsewhere.